Hello everybody, this is High Treason here for Let's Play Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This should be part 6. We'll lose track of it soon enough because again I'm going to record until I get bored of it and I'm quite tired. Sometimes when I'm just tired enough it's quite good because I tend to talk a lot and get a bit hyperactive. Now there's something I'm going to point out here, is we have this play Quidditch thing. I'm not going to do that on screen. I don't know whether you have to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway, but off screen. Makes no difference as far as I'm aware, but whatever, we'll do it anyway. And then I'll just show you that it's 100%ed. This is where I was. Yeah, I recently loaded the wrong... we haven't done that yet, did we? I've only just realised I didn't have any more footage. I thought I did because there's like 8 files where it's all split. But some of them were for the same part, like that last part. And... yeah, who has experience with Sony Vegas? Do any of my viewers or subscribers have experience with that software at all? Because I'm having some problems with it. First is overlay and stuff. Whoa! We just fell out of the level, didn't we? I should have tried to let go of that. That might be a unique glitch you've just seen. It might never happen again. But, nonetheless, yeah, those appear fine, but then when I actually render the video, they lag a little behind, and I moved them backwards to try and sync them up, but that didn't seem to help neither, even if it was just by 1 frame, so whatever, it's random occurrence, it's annoying as hell. So how do I sync those? I'd suspect it's something to do with a buffer somewhere. I'm trying to do that glitch again, I'm sorry. I suspect it's something to do with a buffer somewhere, frame buffer, but, you know, while I'm testing it's not rendering quick enough, but then why does it appear okay when I'm working on the keyframes? And then keyframes are another bugger, because if you've ever played with media generators you should get keyframes and you can change the settings and that. You can do stuff like with the clouds generating media, you can make them move and stuff, and I could really use those for something I'm working on, and they worked fine. Then one day I went in, there's literally... I'm not trying again. I'll fiddle with it on my own later. Shit, that could be interpreted as something. Yeah. Well, I live on my own, what do you expect? It's perfectly normal. Yeah, but there's no keyframes there in the bottom of the dialogue anymore, so they're just static. So, I've reinstalled it and that didn't fix it. So, and I did uninstall it first, so who knows what it's doing. Either way, anybody know anything about this, because I really need that. Hang on, there's another room, isn't there? That's why we had so much time. Jeez. Oh my god, I'm never going to pull this off. That tickie's getting faster, that's like my heartbeat now. It's like... imminent failure, imminent failure. Oh no, there's beans down here and all. Beans! It's all high-pitched and scared this time. It's like, oh no, I'm not fast enough. I had a family react like that to my presence yesterday. It was brilliant. Some twat. Well, yeah, well, screw it, I'm saying that. I don't think that's offensive outside of the UK. I mean, it's offensive, but not as much. It's rare that I've heard, for example, Americans say that word. I used to know a guy from America, and when he said it sounded hilarious, he used to pronounce it like twat. Like, you're a twat. It used to be quite amusing.
Defense against dark arts, you're just in time.
But now I was yelling, this guy parked his car across the entrance cycle lane. So I had to like get off my bike, so I just started booting the crap out of his door. I'm like, you twats! Fucking move that car! There's like this family walking down the street, they're like, what the... oh shit! Started running off, picked the children up and ran away. I just rode past them later on the cycle lane. They were still running on the path next to me. I'm just like, afternoon. It's a rather nice day, isn't it?
Concentration, please.
It's absolutely brilliant. I thought I was going to get arrested, to be honest, but...
that was good. Excellent. Perfect.
I mean, tell me, it's not a good thing to use language like that in front of a family with small children, but pretty much everyone, what the hell, around here just says stuff like that anyway. That's how most people are brought up around here. I don't know so much now, but I mean, I had a decent upbringing, but
Perfect.
when I was a kid, all the people I knew and stuff were brought up like that, were yelled at and sworn at every minute by their parents.
Verdimillious spell.
You little bastard! I'm gonna clout your ass!
Now, Harry, let's see how you defend yourself against the dark arts. First, cast your Verdimillious spell
But I am not knowing the Verdimillious spell.
how the Verdimillious spell flares, forcing back the darkness, lighting the path across. Follow the path quickly, as your spell will only hold off the darkness for a brief time. Good luck, young
Brief?
wizard.
That's terrible. Boxers aren't much better, you should always go Commander. Best spell in the game, this.
Verdimillious!
It's just the that does it.
Impressive. 5 points to Gryffindor.
Oh man, I have to do that again.
Verdimillious!
That's bloody awesome. It's like Lumos, but
Harry,
better.
I've been waiting for ages. Do you remember that Dumbledore said that the upper castle is out of bounds to all students? That must be where the stolen object is. Let's split up and look for a way up there. Good luck, Harry.
Okay. Oh yeah. It was 1974. There was that disco. Oh, I've got heartburn like you would not believe. And nothing works.
Verdimillious!
Oh, that's absolute agony. I'm sorry if that's going to interfere with my commentary, and it might, because that's quite painful. It's pretty much constant. I'm used to it to a certain extent, but sometimes it gets extremely bad. Oh, that's right up in my throat. I'll drink some water. Milk just makes it worse. I mean, milk's supposed to make it better. Yeah, there's a ton of bloody mini-games here. Might cut these out. They get a bit repetitive. Like, maybe I'll leave this one in, and I'll slice the other ones out if I remember.
I've got a bit of fun for you. Within the time limit, use your knockback jinx to push the... If you
Whatever, skip the dialogue. What you have to do is you have to figure out how to get all these cauldrons onto the little heated grills here. There's a problem. If you push them up against the side, you would not be able to move them anymore, so... Or at least not away from the side. Like if I push that up to that wall, I can't send it back in like that way. As you can see, this one's pretty easy. It's damn near impossible to screw that one up.
You've pushed all the cauldrons into their correct places. Here's a famous witches and wizards card for your efforts.
So every other time we do it, they're gonna move slower, and there might be more of them, more blocks in the way.
Bowman right.
I think the music glitch then, that's probably an indication of things to come. Now, on the actual disc I had, quite a lot of the dungeon sections were a fair bit different to what they are on any ISO I've ever played. So, yeah, that's something I find puzzling. And this is like the PAL version as well.
Hello, Harry. I've... Within the time, if you get them...
I could just make an image off my disc, I suppose, but I'm not sure where it is now. We've got the case. Put everything away. I have pretty much nothing in my house at the minute, or at least not accessible to me within it. Yeah, you can see you can just manage to jolt the cauldron a bit sometimes if you hit it right near the end of its movement with a second blast of Flipendo. Like that. Strange. It might just help a little bit doing that. You don't even have to hit them full whack. Like, you see, I'm charging them. No need to do that. You don't have to. Yeah, don't push it down yet. What you want to do is you want to push this one right to the end. That caught me out. I don't even know if this is going, you know, on the upload, but...
Well done.
I just think it's funny how there's no door in these rooms.
Sandra Blacksky.
She sounds incredibly boring. And this last bookcase is just weird. I think I'll keep this just because of how strange it is. I mean, it's strange enough that we have to climb up ledges and stuff. People who designed this castle definitely weren't trying to make it wheelchair accessible, which I think's a bit silly, really. I mean, I went to a school that wasn't wheelchair accessible, which wasn't a problem for me, but then we got a kid in a wheelchair, and they had to, like, teach him outside on the grass, and it was like thunder and lightning and everything. Oh, that was just silly. Bloody hell. I'm only kidding, there was never anyone with a wheelchair at my school.
Within the time, if you get them.
Fair few of the students might have put people in a wheelchair, but they weren't in one themselves. No! No! Yeah, let's just push it in that little gap there. Oh, we can't do that. That's a shame. Yeah, just bombard the cauldrons with flipendos once you've got them in a straight line to the victory. Aha. Trick. Send it down first. Boom! Headshot! Boom! Headshot! Boom! Headshot! Whoa. Yeah, that's what happens if they're up against something sometimes. Maybe I shouldn't have... Oh yeah, I can see where that goes. Of course, I was thinking this one, wasn't I? But this one goes over here. Or it does now. Flipendo! Man, he's really getting off on his flipendos. We're going down a pub. And that's all the stupid mini-games done. They're quite fun. Thing is, you can't come back for these ones, I don't think, so you have to, like, do them all now. I don't think there's any more in the dungeon, so they're taken care of now. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep going with this tonight. You can tell I'm in one of my... I'm doing factual commentary type days today. I don't think that's interesting. I wish I could be more like Duke Nukem 2 style every time. You know what I'm like when I play that game? I'm like bouncing off the walls, just like, whoa! It's just like Steve Ballmer. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Ballmer! Give it up for me, yeah! I got 4 words for you. I love this company, yeah! You can laugh at Ballmer all you want, but there's no denying he knows how to get the crowd going.
Someone has been casting spells of the dark arts, Harry. It's all very peculiar, I must say. The exit to the dungeons is blocked by a horrendous set of curses. Dark arts magic, I'm sure. There are 4 curses and each must be dispelled.
I like the cackling.
The actual curses are hidden around the dungeon. Once found, use your knockback jinx to dispel them.
Reminds me of Grunty from Banjo-Kazooie there. Now, let me think. What was I talking about? You know, I can't effing remember. It doesn't matter. It probably wasn't important. Yeah, Steve Ballmer, that was it. Oh no.
Why, it's Potty Wee Potter!
Now I don't even have to impose a troll face for it.
You better watch out for me. Young Potter, you're ugly, but what can we do? said you belong in a zoo. If you look in a mirror, it surely will crack.
So the best thing to do is wear a nice sack. Peeves and his poetry. Man, why wasn't Peeves in the movie? Like, seriously, I always envisioned when I heard they were making the Harry Potter film, like the first one. I remember when they were talking about that, and that was years ago now, really, as far as my lifespan to this point is concerned. I mean, I'll probably look back in 30 years and think, fucking hell, I used to consider that years ago. Jeez, that's like a day. See, this bit was like this. But Balmy, you can't deny that he knows how to get the crowd going. He captures their attention. Any marketing would work. Because you have to admit, you have sat there going, developers, 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 developers. Well, advertising. Whoa. I forgot you were in here. Alright, buddy. What? Do I have to make it attack me first? God, I've never had so much trouble knocking one of those down. Look at me, I've got hardly any life at all. Oh no, this isn't the fire section, is it? Because if it is, this wasn't even in my bloody CD version. I've just had a strange thought. I'm right near the door here. Right, so can I do this? What would happen if I did? I've started walking through the door that... Whoa! That was cool. There's usually chocolate frogs in those rooms, but I didn't see any in there. Developers, 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 1,000? No! It's only $99! Now, from Microsoft, the company that taught people to turn their computers off by pushing a button marked start. Whoa, I saw like green smoke to the right of me there. Comes Vista. An operating system so overblown we chopped it up into 6 different versions, none of which work. That is until you spend hundreds on equipment upgrades, but it'll be worth it, because here you'll see more crashes than a NASCAR rodeo. That is strange. I shouldn't do that, should I? It'll probably have some horrible effect on the game. Right, let's go down there. Like, maybe there's something we can nick. Man, who didn't steal things from school when they were younger? I mean, bloody hell, I still got like packs of Stadler HB pencils and stuff that I got from primary school. Man, that was good. I used to wreak some right havoc when I was there. Teach the caretaker to leave his keys lying around, won't it? What the hell? Best one was probably when we nicked a load of hose pipe. Like the original like handrail down the stairway. The stairway kind of, you'd go halfway down to the next floor, there'd be a landing, and it'd turn round so you're walking down the other way. You know the sort I'm on about. There's probably a name for them. It doesn't matter, but whatever. But nonetheless, yeah, it worked like that. I'll explain next time I'm near a stairway in this. But you know, but there was a wall all the way up the middle, so once you got round landing you couldn't see it. It did like twice from top floor down to the bottom, so basically the handrail was kind of like curved up just out of the green shiny tiles that were on the wall, and I'd always wondered what it looked like with water running down in there. And of course at the top of the stairs there's a door, little corridor, then there's a storeroom, and then there's the bog. And I just remember, like, how did I get here? And I just remember the bog being like, we nicked a load of hose pipe, just like basically shoved it like right into the handrail, and then like switched the water supply on from one of the basins in the bog. And it's yeah, it's brilliant. We just like heard the carpet at the bottom of the stairs in the headmaster's offices, all the water just running onto it, and all of a sudden we just heard what on earth is going on here? Great. So then we had this guy stop. This is the bit. This isn't in my CD version. This bit here. But nonetheless, no, was the little room I just went through with the block. It just kind of comes to a door that leads straight to it. But nonetheless, now that was great. It got all into the woodwork and everything. That must have cost someone a fortune to repair. I was only about 9 at the time. It was quite funny. Dear oh dear. Notice I'm just quite happy to burn Harry. Man, my stomach's getting worse. If you ever drink too much water, you die. I've had various things, it poisons you and all kinds of stuff, but what it'll do, I mean, you have to drink loads. I think you'd probably feel sick long before. I think your body will give you fair warning. But if you drink like loads and loads of water, it like dilutes your blood. I don't know what the point of this is, because this bit wasn't in on the CD. This whole room here wasn't. Well, it was, but it was different considerably. But nonetheless, yeah, basically what happens, it dilutes your blood and it ends up in your lungs. You actually drown from it. What a blooming crappy way to go out. Why did this guy die? He drank too much water. That's like being able to die of breathing too much air. But I think that is technically possible, because your lungs need carbon dioxide in them to take the oxygen from the air, so in which case, if you had like all clean air in there, and you went like there was no carbon dioxide in them at all, which I assume your body would be putting into them on its own, so I can't see it happening very much. Because if you're not getting enough air, your heart rate increases, you'll just produce more carbon dioxide, so yeah. I can't see this, but theoretically it would be possible. I think if you removed all the carbon dioxide from your lungs, there was no way of getting it back in there, you'd probably die, because your body wouldn't be able to remove the oxygen and like draw it into your bloodstream properly. So
long, the transfiguration class is about to start. Don't be late. The transfiguration.
Probably add that I have no idea how accurate any of this is, because I'm not exactly a doctor. I know very little about medical science. All I know is I hate hospitals and I hate doctors and I rarely go to them. Best one was when I like broke my foot and I didn't bother going to hospital, and then eventually when it hurt so much and it swallowed like, you know, like there was a football stuck in the bottom of my leg, I'm like, yeah, I'll walk there.
Nice work. The password for the portrait is Wanglewort.
Oh, bloody hell, it's Alan Carr again.
Wanglewort.
Well done, young man.
Wank!
Password. At least in here you'll be safe.
Really? I don't think so. What a puffed. Puffed. What a puffed. This. And that should prove completely useless. In fact, it's annoying because it makes him harder to kill in Quidditch, and that's the only entertaining thing you can do. It's a good record to try and set. How quickly can you kill Harry in a Quidditch match? Because, I mean, you don't take damage from crashing into stuff.